Philadelphia. It is time for the final weight class of the day, the heavyweights, when we return. The heavyweight class. Zach Rey, the #1 seed. He'll be handling Cameron Wade of Penn State. Dominique Bradley, Levi Cooper, Ryan Flores, Tucker Lane, and then you see the 2 seed, Jared Trice of Central Michigan, and Nathan Fernandez. We'll keep an eye on that. Of course, the semifinals coming up tonight on ESPNU, and we are underway. Zach Rey and Cameron Wade. Team points, certainly a premium as Quint Kesnick, broke the news. Cornell surging ahead by half a point in the team standings. And the bottom right will be Tucker Lane and Ryan Flores in the other heavyweight that we'll be keeping our eye on.
Flores upset Zach Rey at the Easterns to win that championship in coming here, but Rey earning the #1 seed because of his performance throughout the year.
Trice was 8th place a year ago. His opponent, Nathan Fernandez, the #10 seed from Oklahoma. #3 seed also wrestling. He's on that #5.
I'll tell you, Wade for Penn State has been on a roll. He has had great momentum after what some thought was a poor Big Ten performance. And he has been wrestling well. Has a shot now to knock off the #1 seed.
And a big match for Penn State as they are trying to get their 5th wrestler into the semifinals, and they would lead the way in that category.
Tucker Lane, Ryan Flores on the bottom right of your screen. That's Nebraska versus American. Tucker Lane with the red ankle bands, Ryan Flores with the green ankle bands and the blue singlet. Head coach Cale Sanderson looking on for Penn State. Jeff, this is your terrain, the heavyweights. You like this action. What are you seeing initially from Zach Rey that makes you think that he has a shot at winning a national title?
Well, overall, he's gotten stronger, a lot more experience over the summer. I work at Bruce Baumgartner, our Olympic champion. He was a national champion as well. His camp, and Zach Rey was in there working with all the different clinicians that Bruce Baumgartner brought in. So he has made himself available to learn, and that is probably the biggest thing you need to do as a wrestler. You can't always have it all or think you know it all. You need to constantly challenge yourself, and that's what Zach Rey has done in the offseason. Nice single by Zach Rey.
Those are huge. That's a huge point there, because at heavyweight, and especially with Zach Rey, he goes to overtime a lot.
An awful lot, but he's good at it. It's amazing that he lives on the edge like that, but he wins those close matches.
That is a big man throwing another very large man to the mat, and Zach Rey, the 2-point takedown, surges ahead here with 35 seconds to go in the first period. No score at the bottom. Tucker Lane and Ryan Flores, Nebraska and American.
Hey, do you think having Steve Mocco as a workout partner at Lehigh might help you too? That's also what Zach Rey has to his, available to him.
So the first period comes to a conclusion on the bottom right. Tucker Lane and Ryan Flores. With Flores with a 2-point advantage. You see a little blood coming from the mouth of Tucker Lane. Meanwhile, 19 seconds remain in the upper left corner with Zach Rey.
Oh, it looks like Cameron Wade is hurt very badly. Something happened to his ankle or knee.
Medical staff immediately looking at the left knee of Cameron Wade of Penn State. His coach, Cale Sanderson, looking on. Penn State now sitting in 2nd place in the team standings. Guys, we'll look at this replay, and the left leg is what you want to keep your eye on, if you can.
Coaches and wrestlers, your attention please. Partway through these heavyweight matches, we will call on caps for the single floor mats. However, those matches will not begin.
So injury time now is given to Cameron Wade, under 40 seconds. And Tim, No doctor, you don't want to speculate, but he is in excruciating pain right now.
Yeah, you just look on his face there, and whether it was hyperextended or injured worse, it certainly was a painful experience for Cameron Wade. The knee went a way that it wasn't built to go.
He tried to brace against that side pressure of Zach Rey instead of turning away from it to let the knee come down and try to work a counter from there. But he's back on his feet.
Difference between being hurt and injured.
Well, you talk about the torque that someone like Zach Rey can put on a joint unintentionally, but it's still there, and you get two men in close quarters trying to impose their will on one another, and sometimes that's what happens. So Zach Rey 2-0 on top as they wrap up the last 10 seconds of the first period. Meanwhile, on the bottom right of your screen, second period coming to a conclusion under 30 seconds there with Ryan Flores out to a 3-0 lead.
I don't know, Tim, this poses a question for a coach. You know, I mean, how hurt are you? And if you continue to wrestle, will you be able to wrestle in the rest of the tournament?
Well, he opts for the upper position, does Cameron Wade of Penn State. And a caution coming for Red and Zach Rey. So he got a caution for Rey, a caution for Wade. And we're back underway here in the second period. Zach Rey picking up the 1 point for the escape, so he goes up 3-0, going to the single.
And the thing you don't want is he's not able to defend himself here. And
Kale's up and he's cutting it. I figured he might do it. I figured he might do it. I think it's a smart thing if Penn State wants him to continue to score points.
So Cael Sanderson says enough. It's an injury default as Cameron Wade unable to defend himself there, and Zach Rey went for that single. He ends the match, and Cael Sanderson just calls an end to it.
I think that's smart coaching by Cael Sanderson. Certainly you don't want to injure your athlete more by continuing to compete, but it also allows him to get some medical treatment. Who knows, he might be able to come back and win in some consolation matches.
Well, you mentioned, number one, the welfare of the athlete.
Right.
Absolutely.
But